Look, I'm getting on here because I have something very important to say. Let me skip the formalities and let me just get straight to this, okay? I have something important to say, and this information, I pray, spreads across the world for all of the beings of God's choosing to receive this message, okay? Because many people have been lied to. This is a spiritual war. Many people do not even know what that means. I just barely found out not too long ago. Okay? God purposely had me sleep for 40 years and then woke me up and told me what I needed to know so that I can tell y'all what's going on around here. Okay? Many people do not realize this is a spiritual war and they are infested with demons, and those demons have lied to them. Those demons have been lying to them for eons. Okay? Energy is everything. Energy. And if you have low energy, then that's when you become sick. You become ill, physically ill, mentally ill. When you have low energy and your aura is weak. So there are doctors who have spent their whole lives, trying to be doctors, being the best doctor they could be. They're out here, they're on the TV and shit because they got a certain job title. They done spent a lot of money on the education, on the curriculum. And they don't know anything about healing. Majority of them don't. They do not know because they are not in tune. They are infested with demons as well. The doctors. They spend all of this money so that they can come into alignment with a patient. The patient comes to them, and so they can write a fucking prescription. They'll look at the patient. The patient tells them, doctor, I got this going on with me. I got that going on with me. And they'll say, okay, well, here, take this prescription. There is no medicine. There's no prescription pills. There are no vaccines that anyone can take that is going to get rid of demons. This is a spiritual war. And there are a lot of demons, dark spirits, negative spirits who jump on people. And those are the spirits. That is why the people are sick. That's why the people are dying. That's why the people are living in fear, misery, resentment, regret, grief, indecisiveness. It's because they have something on them. It's a spirit that has inflicted their minds. And it's beating them down, and it keeps beating them down further and further and further to where they're so weak and so drained of their energy that illnesses come in. That is what's really going on around here. That is what has been going on around here. You see, in a past life, I was a healer. You can look at my natal chart, my energy, and you can see. You can look at me right now and tell if you have any type of intuition. And the messages that God has guided me to say has been purposely blocked by certain individuals. Because if the message gets out for the world to know that they are in a spiritual war, and if they learn how to protect themselves from these spirits, and if humanity learns how to heal themselves by releasing those spirits, they wouldn't need your prescription pills. They wouldn't need your vaccines or your injections. They wouldn't need any of that shit. They wouldn't need antibacterial soap. They wouldn't need to wear a mask, because they would know who they are and they would know how to heal themselves. So my message is to these individuals who are so worried about this money. They want to keep feeding humanity poison. Whatever it is, all those pills, the shit, all that poison, the shit that don't help them. For all of y'all who are worried about the economy, and for all of y'all doctors, who are stuck in your egos because you spent your entire lives trying to be a doctor, trying to be a healer. For all of y'all who feel some kind of way about people like me, just know, if you block me and if you block this message from coming out, you will die. This is not coming from me. This is coming from God. This is a message to you. You're so worried about money, you're not even going to be here. Because you are going to let greed, and I hope you don't do this, but if you do, you would have let greed make you lose your soul. And you would die a horrible death. You will. You want to know why? Because it's either you or humanity. You think God is going to continue to allow people like you to feed God's children poison? Shit that don't even help them? It doesn't help them. It hasn't helped them. In fact, it has made their situation worse. Many of these man-made products. There is no man-made product that can cure a demon in this here spiritual war. You think if someone feels bad about themselves and they're tormented and they're constantly worried about, let's say they were molested or something when they were a child, and that's something that's constantly on their minds, or they got heartbroken or something like that, or whatever have you, they got something within them that's been tormenting them for years. Do you think your medication is going to help them forget about what has happened to them? No, it's not going to cure them. That is why they are passing away, many people. It's because they have a lot of fear inside of them. All of that equals fear. The opposite of love. There are many people walking around here who are brokenhearted, and they don't know how to heal that. So they turn to alcohol. They turn to these prescription drugs to try to heal their heart, to try to make them feel better about themselves. And then, when the people, they got, unhealed traumas within them, the body starts breaking down. They start aching. The shoulder starts going out, the back, the knees. Shit starts falling apart. And then that's when they come to y'all and they tell you, doctor, look, I got something going on with me. And then what do? Well, what are your symptoms? Okay, well, let me give you this prescription. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That is not the answer. And you don't know anything about healing, my friends. And I love to be the one to tell you, but I have to, it has to come out. You have been tricked. Just like everybody else have been tricked. These demons have purposely fooled humanity. They have purposely lied to humanity. They got these people believing in fables and shit, story time. They got them believing in false gods. They got them believing in all types of shit. And all of those beliefs that these people have taken on has only done one thing for them. It has taken them away from their true self, and it has taken them away from God. They've been focusing their energy on other shit. Distractions. All of that is distractions to take them away from who they really are. And that is what has been going on around here in this here spiritual war. These demons want to distract humanity away from their true selves and away from God, the Creator, the one who created all of this, the Most High. They got many people reading books, studying books and shit, studying words that other people have written, and they're holding on to those words like they're true. And that's the same thing for you. For all these, doctors out here who spend all of that money and pass those tests. You memorize some books and shit, and you pass some tests, and so that makes you acceptable to be a healer because you pass some tests. Some curriculum written by a stranger? I need for y'all to really see what I'm trying to tell you right now. You have been lied to. Don't allow your ego and your job title and, because, many of you are praised by, other people. And don't allow all of that to get you killed. Because God is wiping these people out. All who stand in the way are going to get wiped out now. Because the message has to get out to humanity. That they are very powerful beings, spiritual beings, having a human experience. They are spirit in human form. And when their spirit is being attacked, that's when the human form starts breaking down. And that's when illness comes in because the spirit is under attack. You got many people walking around here overweight. Overweight because their spirit is under attack and they don't even know it. And they're eating and they're, because they're trying to protect themselves. The body, the soul, the spirit is like making them get bigger so that they can protect themselves as much as they can from these spirits. These people are suffering. And they don't know why. Okay? And you can't help them if you don't know anything about spirituality. And if you don't know anything about energy. And if you don't know how to protect yourself from these demons, these negative spirits who like to attack people's minds, bodies, and souls. So do us all a favor. Get out of the way and let people like me do what we came here to do. I am here to do God's work. I am an old soul. And I am a master healer of the ages. I have mastered my energy, and I can teach people how to master their energy as well so that they can protect themselves. Mind, body, soul, and spirit. Because that is all that matters. Nothing else matters. Money doesn't matter. Fame doesn't matter. Popularity doesn't matter. None of that shit matters. That's superficial. Is that worth your soul? Is all of that shit worth your soul though? Is it? I don't think that it is. So please, put the message out. However you want to do that. These people need to know the truth. Okay? I just found out the truth not too long ago. And I'm doing my part to try to help y'all. So that y'all can, in turn, help humanity. Whomever's hearing this message, these people need to know that they are in grave danger and they're under attack by some invisible spirits they cannot see. And that's why they're sick. It's not the coronavirus and all that other shit y'all done said it is. That is what's really going on around here. They're under attack. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Fear has been pumped into these people. Fear. Constantly, everywhere they look, there's fear. And fear does only one thing to them. It weakens their immune system. And that's why they're sick.